Hey guys, it's me, Dax Moy from daxmoy.com. Okay, so today I'm here to just answer a few of the questions that have been coming up recently about, I guess, what's my fixation with these really short exercise sessions, because I'm kind of well known for doling out multiple short periods of exercise across the course of the day. And I've got lots of people saying, well, that's great, but Dax, I would really much rather go to the gym and do a long exercise session, get the thing done, and then not have to worry about it anymore. Now look, I'm not telling you can't do that, okay? What I'm actually saying is that there are lots and lots of people doing that and not getting fantastic results from it. And there's also this, I guess, return on investment concept about if you're looking for the best possible way to get results, then probably the whole going to the gym, hitting it hard for a single hour or whatever it is that you do, and then getting out, that's probably not the best way to go about doing that. And here's why. So look, picture this. Let's imagine, here's you at your normal metabolic rate, that's your baseline. Okay, this is the average amount of energy that you burn kind of, across the course of your day-to-day when you're just going about your average business. Then along comes this thing that you call a training session, okay? So you come to the gym, you hit the session hard, okay? Your metabolism goes up as a result, and then gradually starts to drop off, okay? So let's just imagine, now this isn't 100% accurate, I'm more interested in the concept than the 100% accuracy here, right? So what I want you to see is that actually the net overall increased effect of you going to the gym today has been that. That's all the extra increased metabolism, okay? Now, before any super duper sports scientists go on and talk to me about exactly how long the increased metabolism window is, remember, I'm just saying this is the concept, and given what I'm teaching you here, it's more correct than not. Now let's look at it from this perspective. Okay, let's imagine that you don't go to the gym, you do smaller workouts. And because you're doing smaller workouts, your overall effect in terms of hitting this peak isn't necessarily quite so high. Okay, although that said, if you train quite intensely for a short period of time, it can still be high. You can still have a massive metabolic effect. But look, then just like in this graph, you start to come down the slope. Okay, only as you're coming down the slope, a couple of hours later, you say, do you know what, I'm going to hit my 4 or 5 minute workout again, and you raise the slope again. So you put a second peak in. You start to come down the slope, you put a third peak in. You start to come down the slope, you put a fourth peak in. Now let's look at the net effect of all the extra increased metabolism. Okay, increased metabolism effect across the course of the day. Can you see how much different this is? Okay, so before, all we had was what was in this section. Okay, that was our increased metabolic effect. Okay, but now we've got all of this extra metabolic effect occurring, which is a hell of a lot of difference. Okay, so there is a huge difference between going to the gym for one single long workout, getting it over and done with, and then going about your business, than there is going twice. Okay, so let's look at that again. Going twice, we've got a peak, a dip, a peak. Well, you still get all of this extra metabolism instead of it cutting off like this. Okay, no matter how long, no matter how hard this workout is, you're still going to have this decline. It's better to put a second peak into your day. Okay, but then we get to ask ourselves the question, well, do you know what? If it's better to put a second peak into the day, would it be better to put a third, and would it be better to put a fourth? And the answer here is a resounding yes. Because actually, this is what, as human beings, we're supposed to do. Okay, we're supposed to have multiple bouts of movement across the course of the day. We now call this exercise. Okay, it's just exercise. We're doing workouts. But in days gone by, this would have just been activity, and this would have been how people lived their lives. Okay, they would have got up in the morning, done a little bit of hard graft, maybe milked the cows or done whatever it was that they were doing. You know, if we want to go down the whole paleo route, the whole hunter-gatherer thing, we would have been doing bouts of activity. And it's these bouts of activity that keep us metabolically active. And it's not just metabolically active from the perspective of losing fat. This increased metabolic activity goes into all kinds of realms, from your digestion, because having multiple bouts of movements improve the quality of the peristalsis and the journey of the food as it moves through the small intestine, through the large intestine, as it processes through the liver. So these things make a big difference. But it also improves your metabolic system through everything from, like I said, the digestive pathways, your hormonal pathways, because by having multiple hits of exercise, you get the stress hormone in smaller doses, which is fantastic, but you also get a lot of the beneficial hormones in regular kind of bouts throughout the day as well, which is much, much better. What this also means is at night when you go to sleep and your body's trying to repair itself from the activity, you get better hits of the positive hormones there as well. So there's a lot of beneficial metabolic work going on here. Not to mention immune system work. Again, if we're moving quite a lot, then you're getting all kinds of things like your lymphatic system being pumped several times a day, which is fantastic, instead of being stagnant for hours and hours on end. So look, what I'm getting at here is that yes, you can continue to do your one big hit of exercise, but if we're talking about return on investment, if we're talking about getting the best possible result for the amount of time that you're investing, because look, let's face it, you can go to the gym for 1 hour and come out with a kind of so-so result. Or you can actually stay at home even, right? You can do 4 times 4 to 5 minutes, put in a total of 20 minutes work across the course of your entire day. And is it a pain in the bum? Well, look, in some ways, maybe it is. Maybe remembering to get up off the sofa at some point in the evening and say, oh, I've got to do this now. Maybe that does seem like a pain in the butt to you, and maybe you would rather go to the gym for an hour. But what I would argue is that it's a small price to pay for getting a fantastic metabolic result, for getting your body into great shape, for not disturbing your life overly much, for not having to pay for gym memberships and all kinds of other stuff, right? You can get into fantastic shape in short bouts of exercise, and it will not only have an aesthetic benefit to you, but it will have a knock-on benefit all through your hormonal system, all through your digestive system, all through your lymphatic system. So you win on all counts. So look, go ahead, continue doing your 1 hour a day if you want, but this is what I'm into, and this is what I seriously suggest you do. And look, here's what I would say. If you've been doing the whole go to the gym for an hour thing, if all your workouts have been of longer duration, and they still haven't created the body you most desire, then give this a chance. Stay with it. Don't get kind of stuck in a rut, because look, if it's not working and you're continuing to do it, what are you actually expecting to change? What are you hoping? Okay, this isn't working for me right now. Let me do some more of the stuff that hasn't been working for me. Or are you going to take it from the other perspective and say, hold on, here's another perspective. I don't know whether it works just yet, but I'm really going to commit to it. This particular journey that we're on in the January Jumpstart, but people may find this much later, but this particular journey that we're on in the January Jumpstart is only 30 days long. And right now, as of the time of this recording, we are 6 days into it. So you've got 24 more days to go. Stick with this four workouts a day protocol, and I promise you, you're going to be really, really surprised at what comes out at the end of it. Okay, it's been Dax Moy. Take care.